Good morning, Polo. It's Thursday. So as you'll notice behind me, there's a graduation sign. I am not the graduate, however. You are a graduate. Congratulations. My sister graduated high school too. For your last video, I only have one thing to say, and that would be, you waited until you were 18 to get your ears pierced. I had my ears pierced for my 13th birthday, and even then I felt like I was behind the curve. You waited until you were 18. That's a long time. I don't understand it. And not in a way like I'm trying to judge you for not having your ears pierced until you're 18. I honestly don't understand why you would wait that long. Because I really love my earrings. I'm not even wearing any earrings right now, but I kind of feel weird not wearing any. Like, I kind of want to go find some from my room and put some on. Much better. So, Polo, I have a story for you. So it was on Friday night, I think. I was driving around with our friend Becca, and we were, talking about poetry and life and what it means to be a person. And I was talking about how I'd heard all these wonderful poems from these wonderful writers, and I wanted to get like a collective works of each of these writers. And I was, saying Emily Dickinson, Emerson, E.E. Cummings, and she said, "Oh, what about Whitman?" And I remembered that in John Green's book, Paper Towns, a huge plot point was the Whitman poem Song of Myself, which reminded me of this one wonderful line that I love from that book. "It is easy to forget how full the world is of people, full to bursting, each of them imaginable and consistently misimagined." And then I was explaining the Vlogbrothers to Becca because, as awesome as Becca is, she is not a nerd fighter. And then I realized, okay, so there's this guy who I'm really familiar with his work, and he wrote this beautiful book among so many others. My favorite would probably be An Abundance of Catherines. Then I was thinking, and I'm like, well, I've seen this guy put peanut butter on his face and eat a blended Happy Meal and wax his chin. And at the same time, he's written this beautiful book with this beautiful quote, and it's just gotten me thinking. So everyone in the world has all these contradictions, and everyone is so insanely complex. It's like way too much to process when you think about how many people there are in the world and all the relationships in the world, and how some people like live double lives and some people have like 7 jobs or whatever. It's kind of terrifying. And we as people generally tend to, when we have like an acquaintance or someone we don't know super well but we're like friendly with them, we tend to feel like we know them. Like, oh yeah, I know her, she's, really smart and she doesn't have any friends and whatever. Or, oh yeah, I know him, he's a super big jock and he like lifts weights on the weekends and he's, not super bright, he's like the stereotypical jock. But it's like, people are so complex and everyone has like really unique emotions, and sometimes those emotions don't really make sense, and people are just not the way we think they are, and sometimes they're different. They act differently around different people for different reasons, and sometimes they don't even realize that they're doing it, and sometimes they intentionally do it, and sometimes they're being manipulative, and sometimes we think they're being manipulative but they're not. And it's really difficult to actually truly know a person. I am interested to hear your response on this topic. Tag, you're it.